What's up, everybody? Here at you with another episode of the Slackercast. I'm Greg. With me today is Jonathan.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa. Dustin. The gunslinger.
Bang, bang.
And the king of the Cornelius collection, Hayden.
Hello.
Everybody loves alliterations.
All right, fellas. So we're going to jump right into it. Super Bowl 56 is over.
It's in the books, baby.
The St. Louis Rams are the Super Bowl champions. Matt Stafford finally got his ring.
It's the Los Angeles Rams.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. What's wrong?
I thought you were joking at first, and then I realized you were serious.
We're not.
You know what? No, what's
Gotta
funny?
correct him.
What's funny is at work, I was calling them the Las Vegas Rams.
So they move so much. Who can blame you?
Well, that's how little I fucking care about the Rams, okay? I can't even remember what fucking city they're in.
Might as well be an expansion team. They move around so much.
I do like Matt Stafford, though. I'm glad he got him a ring.
Yeah, he deserved one for his endurance.
Everybody has to feel bad for Joe Burrow, though, man.
Man, he's got a good career ahead of him if he can, not get sacked 10 times in 4 games.
If they give that guy an O-line, they're going to be good for a long time.
So
Exactly.
this is what I'm going to say, okay? I'm getting a lot of Colts vibes from the Bengals on this. And the reason being is because the same shit was said about us when we had Andrew Luck. All they need is a line. All they need is a line. If they get a line, he's going to be able to get that ball wherever. He's awesome, blah, blah, blah. What if they just suck from here on out? What if this was their one and only chance, and now that's it?
Well, the good thing about them is that if they don't make the wrong decisions and they get themselves some decent offensive linemen, their team is young and cheap. They have a lot of salary cap room, and their defense is good and also young. So they're a good young team. They just have to make the right decisions in the offseason to protect Joe Burrow, because if they said he got sacked 70 times this year.
Dude, when I was
coming off him tearing his ACL the year before that because he was getting fucking beat.
See, that's what I'm saying when I got Colts vibes with this, man, because same thing fucking happened to Luck, dude. He got tired of getting beat up because they never fucking put a line behind him.
Looked like he almost tore his shit up again towards the end of the game.
Yep.
His other knee, his good one.
And it looked like it hurt. And that slow-mo replay, he's like, "Argh."
Yeah, he screamed.
Look, as an offensive lineman, you have very little when it comes to what your job is. You keep the fucking people from getting to the quarterback, or you keep the people from getting to the running back. It's that simple.
Well, I was talking to a friend.
It's simple now.
Before the game, and I was like, if the Bengals can keep the Rams defensive line at bay, then they'll win the game. And they kind of did up until like the second half. Then I guess they kind of figured out where the line was fucking up, and Von Miller and Aaron Donald started getting to the quarterback.
They are really good at what they do.
So Jonathan,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say something that you were stating in our group chat about. Apparently, you don't like OBJ very much.
Man, fuck that dude.
Yeah, why do you hate OBJ so much?
I haven't liked him since he was with the Giants.
By OBJ, we're talking about Odell Beckham Jr., for those who don't know.
I'm not going to say he's overrated because he is a very good receiver. Now, is he elite? He can make some fantastic catches, and he has. But I feel like that whenever his team is losing, he becomes a problem.
How many 1,000-yard seasons has he put up?
I don't know.
Not many, because he's
always hurt.
Usually hurt a lot.
That right there. See, that right there is what. Like, I'm with Jonathan on that. Like, can the dude catch? Can he pull off some spectacular catches? Hell yeah.
When he's healthy, he's an elite receiver. When he's not healthy and not contributing, and like Jonathan said, when he's losing, he's not a happy guy. So
I think part of being an elite receiver is fucking staying healthy.
I understand that you can't. If somebody tackles you and you rip your ACL, what are you going to do? It's like, well, I'll just will it into being better.
But
healed
in
now.
his
Man,
defense,
just shoot it up with cortisone
Yeah.
and get your ass back
Yeah.
out on the field.
in his defense, he had to play for the Giants and the Cleveland Browns for his whole career up until
See,
this.
he had
half
Eli
of this
Manning.
season.
I mean, Eli Manning may have borderline Down syndrome, but he was a pretty good quarterback.
The Giants were shitty though; they sucked when he was on that.
I
team.
mean,
Really,
they were mediocre at best.
I mean the
for sure.
Browns too. Honestly, they were.
The Browns were bad.
For team, they were bad this year because
So-
Baker trying to play with a no arm.
So Eli, you just won your first Super Bowl. How do you feel about it? I like football.
I throw the football when they run out there, and I throw it to them and they catch it.
Fuck Eli Manning. You want to talk about somebody I hate?
That's more Charles
Why?
Barkley.
Why do you hate Eli
I
Manning?
did.
You know why I hate Eli Manning?
Oh man, sorry for
I
bringing that up.
mean,
Do you
Because
sleep
I mean,
with your
I
wife?
guess 6 fucking Super Bowls is not
It's
enough,
a
right?
Brady stopper.
Yeah, we should have 8
Oh,
Super
yeah.
Bowl. We should have 9 Super Bowl rings.
Is
I
OBJ?
can't-
Sorry, go ahead, Jonathan.
I was going to say that very few times have I ever rooted for the Giants, and it was in those 2 Super Bowls.
Me too.
I'm sorry
Well,
about that.
I mean, I say me too, but you know what's weird is like y'all remember the old game Tecmo Super Bowl, right?
Oh yeah,
I loved using the Giants because I think they won the Super Bowl the year before that came out, if I'm not mistaken. And like they had all the great players in. They had Lawrence Taylor, they had Dave Meggett for the running back, and I think Phil Simms was their quarterback. And I would always use them and just play.
I always
through
played
and
the Raiders.
dominate everybody.
I had the Raiders because they had Bo Jackson. That's right.
I think they had Bo in
Speaking
Tecmo
of-
Super Bowl, but they
speaking of
didn't have him. They had him in Tecmo Bowl, but not Tecmo Super Bowl.
Yeah, Bo knows football.
Or no, it was Tecmo
A
Super
variety
Bowl.
of other things.
Bo knows football.
Oh, that's
and-
awesome.
Dude, you couldn't stop Bo Jackson in that game.
Bad dude. Particularly in that game, they just put all his stats up to 100.
Y'all remember all the Bo nose commercials and shit.
Shit, yeah. I mean, you remember that cartoon they had?
I was about to say there was a cartoon
Bo
too.
Jackson, Wayne Gretzky, and Michael
Oh
Jordan.
yeah. I remember that.
A Saturday morning cartoon. I think it only had like 1 or 2 seasons. But
Yeah, it was terrible.
it was great.
You know, they had Wayne Gretzky on there, and because nobody
Mm.
follows hockey, they're like, "Who the fuck is this guy?"
he was the best thing since sliced bread as far as
Oh,
hockey went.
I loved Gretzky, man. I was a Gretzky fan. Him and
I like-
Brett Hall.
They made him like the comedy relief, and he was always eating hot dogs and shit. Like he was always eating, like he was the Shaggy of the group.
Did he have like the half head that bounces up and down like on South Park, since that's what
No,
Canadians
it's
have?
because he's Canadian. No,
They did have like bigger heads though, didn't they?
yeah, it was something like that. Yeah, it's that old '80s animation.
I'm gonna have to pull this up now on Google.
Yeah,
Yeah, find an image of it, like of all
That's what I'm
three
trying
of
to
them.
do.
it's like a memory unlock. It's like, oh yeah, they did do that, didn't they? I'm sure they still
All
had
right.
toys and stuff about it too.
So, like, I was rooting for the Bengals, but I wasn't disappointed that the Rams won because I don't hate either team that was in it. So this was like a
Yeah.
Super Bowl for me that it was like kind of like, well, whoever wins. I'm fine with it.
Yeah, me too. I was the same
Mhm.
way.
I will say that I normally when my team's not in it, I don't really care
Ah, there it is.
about the Super Bowl, but I actually kind of like was excited for this one. Like, I don't know. I guess I kind of wanted. There it is.
Look at
Yeah.
Gretzky.
Pro stars.
His head is bigger than everyone else's.
Look at how jacked Bo Jackson is.
I
Jesus.
know,
I
right?
know, damn.
His fucking biceps are bigger than his head. And why is Jordan so skinny?
Jordan was skinny.
He was skinny. He was 6'6", 185 or
They
something.
didn't, man, they didn't,
Particularly
have
in his first 2 seasons, he was
to,
very
they didn't have to
skinny.
give the dude a peanut head, man. Look at that.
Oh man.
What's up, Bandito and Ben in the chat? I just opened it up. I realized I had it closed.
So how about that halftime show though?
Yes, let's talk about the halftime show.
I thought it was awesome.
I loved it, man.
Yeah.
I don't really know what the fuck Kendrick Lamar was doing out there.
But he was the odd one out, wasn't he? And I realized he was that short.
It's like, here you go, guys. We're gonna give you a whole bunch of fucking legends. Oh, and this guy.
I mean,
Yeah,
Kendrick
who's
Lamar
this guy?
Kendrick Lamar is kind of a legend, but he's just a newer legend.
You want to know how I know he's not a legend? Because I didn't know who the fuck he was.
You didn't know who he was?
My wife said, I was talking to my wife about it, and she's like, yeah. I was like, that was a good halftime show, and she commented on my Facebook post. She's like, yeah, until Lamar ruined it, and I'm like, who the fuck is she talking about? So I had to go look it up, and then it's like Kendrick Lamar. I'm like, oh, that's that guy that was singing that I didn't fucking recognize.
Yeah, syrup sandwiches and graham allowances, man.
First of all, Kendrick Lamar did not ruin the halftime show. Second of all, Kendrick Lamar is a legend in his own right. He's just a newer guy.
Sure.
But he hasn't had an album. I mean, he hasn't had an album out in like 4 or 5 years.
Look, man, you go to the average Joe and you mention Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, even Mary J. Blige, all them people. They're probably going to know who you're talking about. You say Kendrick Lamar, they're going to be like, is he a basketball player?
Greg, everybody but you knows who Kendrick Lamar is.
I was about to say, 75%.
Everybody but you knows who Kendrick Lamar is.
There's no way you have never heard the song "Humble." Like that was so overplayed.
He's a top 5 rapper right now. Like
I've probably heard the song, but I'm gonna be honest. I had no idea who the fuck Kendrick Lamar
Greg
was.
listens to 90s Essentials.
I didn't know who that chick was, Mary J. Blige or whatever. I'd never heard of her.
I never really liked many of her songs. She has a nice voice though.
Ben says that he hates the Rams one as a Chargers fan because LA is basically calling the city Rams town
Man,
now.
I tell you, as a Chargers fan, I feel sorry for you.
Oh yeah,
man, because I can't tell you how many times they almost made it.
Well, I mean, honestly, Ben, I just feel sorry for you being a Chargers fan, period, because the Chargers have always been trash.
And were you a Chargers fan when they were in San Diego? Because if
Phillip Rivers,
some of those San Diego people might call you a traitor.
One of the best mic'd up moments for Phillip Rivers is that was a good old rear end whipping, and I about died laughing when I heard this. I was like, okay, whatever you say, Mr. Rivers.
Jonathan, do you remember that old like mix up video that we would always play? That was like all the little like the NFL stuff. I still sometimes go and find that on YouTube and watch it. Do you understand?
How to be a man?
I'm mama.
How to be a man? I need to put that in the chat.
Yes, you do.
So other folks can watch that.
Absolutely, yeah.
I know I haven't saved in my favorites, so it won't take long.
Yeah, we'll definitely link that in the chat so everyone can know what we're talking about there.
I'm surprised Ben Grimm still likes the Chargers. When they moved to LA, most of my San Diego friends.
So since everybody watched the halftime show and everyone enjoyed it, I wanna ask, what was y'all's favorite performance out of the rappers? Like who did you like hearing the best?
It was kind of like a melange, so to speak. You know, it didn't spend too long on a song, so it was like, you know, plus it's edited.
I'm gonna tell you who I marked out the most for was Dre, man.
But Dre would be the
especially
highest
when he
point.
first came up on the on the
Dre
mixing.
still has it, man. He's still got it.
When he closed it, you know, he was on the piano doing his little ditty.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it? And then do or whatever the fuck, you know what I'm talking about. Still Dre Day.
They didn't do Forgot About Dre, though. I wish they would have did Forgot About Dre.
Did you know that what was the first song they did that I can't think of?
Oh, was it California Dreamin'?
The song they opened with. Did you know that Jay-Z wrote that? The whole thing? Snoop Dogg's part, all of it?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did not know that. Yeah.
Why didn't they give us Tupac's hologram?
I thought for sure when they played California Love that there was going to be the Tupac hologram was going to pop out somewhere.
Dude, I ain't gonna lie, hologram or not, if that would have happened, I would have lost my shit.
What
Yeah,
if
me too.
Tupac would have
That'd been
came?
good.
What if that was Tupac revealing himself as?
Oh,
Listen,
man.
I'm back. The
That would've
rumors
been
are true.
hilarious.
Illuminati.
It's back.
Dude, there wouldn't have been a second half of the game.
No.
They would have just been.
Oh man, people were
talking about
tired,
that.
Man, they've been riding the streets.
Internet would have exploded.
They've been like,
Tupac would have
football.
came back, and he'd have his gold Illuminati skin from all the
Every
of the,
server in the
all
United
the
States would be
research and shit that
fried
they've been
from
doing
the
on him, all the
overloading.
injections.
That place would have exploded.
Mhm.
I would have exploded. What?
Yeah.
I'd be like, wait, what? What the fuck? What?
And then Biggie walks out.
Yeah,
Oh man.
And him and Tupac embrace with like a
handshake. Like Biggie, you son of a bitch.
And then Epstein walks out.
Like, what? What?
No, I'm just joking.
hold.
Everybody we thought was dead is back.
Epstein walks out with a bunch of women following him.
Wait,
Oh god.
He doesn't like women. He likes.
Oh
He,
yeah.
like,
Well,
he likes young girls.
well, I mean, yeah.
yeah.
You know what I meant.
Touche.
I wasn't gonna say young girls following him. Since it's saying.
Hey, Greg, I put that in the private check. For some reason, I can't comment.
I don't know why. Yeah, here I'll copy it and paste
I
it.
don't think I'm logged in. That's what the problem
Oh,
is.
okay, copy link address. Here we go. For anyone who's curious about that video, me and Jonathan were talking about here, it's a great mix-up video on YouTube. You'll be addicted to it. I think it might be the best. Think it might be the best one ever.
That's definitely one of the high ones. Shoot, that's from 2011. I think that's over a decade old. That's fucking crazy.
God, still still holds up though, man.
Yeah, man. Love it.
Because I forget what was the one dude's name. He's like, I can't wait, get a boatload of money.
Oh man, I can't remember his name.
Ah, shit.
Oh, the coach.
The Redskins
years.
coach, the old Redskins coach. What was his name?
Called
Ron
that guy.
Rivera.
Huh?
No, not the old one. I mean, this is way back.
Yeah, this is like 2000, 2010, 2011.
I can't remember his damn name because he worked as an analyst for a long time too.
Yeah, I loved him as an analyst too. He's just,
Well, if you watch the video, you'll see him.
yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm talking about. You know, you get a boatload of money. Want to be famous? That's great.
Ray Lewis is great on that video too, man.
Yeah, he's so intense.
He is.
That's what I love about Ray Lewis. Now, I would be terrified if I was like walking down the street and I saw him because he is that intimidating.
He's the type of dude that, like, if you're out drinking with and like you say you're like trying to joke with him and you say something and you think you can get away with it and he looks at you, he's like, I'm not fucking playing.
Yeah,
You immediately get scared. You're like,
you're like, whoa, man. Yeah,
fuck,
look, I was just
look, dude, I'm sorry.
Start reaching for my gun. Like, what? Look, man. We playing.
Well, an interesting fact about that, Ben, he had to be rushed to the hospital immediately afterwards.
50 Cent turned to 250.
I don't think he was really fat. He's just, like when you work out, you get real big and then you kind of stop working out.
Yeah.
I think that's what that was. Because,
Man.
dude, he was hanging upside down singing. That man is not fat, okay?
And he got
some
down
muscle.
by himself. So
Yeah.
it wasn't like,
And he got up there by himself. Because
Yeah.
you can actually, I saw clips later where you just weren't looking at it, but you could see where he climbs up there and so he can hang upside down. You can still do that at fucking almost 50 years old.
Man,
Fair
like
enough.
Not
50,
fat.
Still got it.
50 Cent back in the day was so fucking jacked,
Yeah.
man. You know how fucking filthy rich he has to be off that vitamin water shit.
He's rich off all kinds. Vitamin water is not the only thing he got rich off of. So,
Got money all over the place.
guy was smart.
Mhm.
Yep.
I was on that vitamin water kick when it first came out. I was like, oh man, this shit's good. Now
Yeah,
you
that
can
kinda
pay me to
fizzled
drink
out.
one of them.
That was like a big deal for a while.
Now it's just
Yeah.
another
It's water.
power.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if anyone don't have anything else to say about the Super Bowl, we can move on. touch on to Hayden's got a little rant here about Antonio Brown. He wants to get
Congrats to the Rams.
All right. Yeah, congrats to the Rams. But, okay, so Antonio Brown, you know, he went crazy, blah, blah, blah. Did some interviews following all the drama on the field or whatever when he quit the Bucks or they fired him or whatever you want to call it. And so he started, like, promoting this brand called Fashion Nova. So I was like, well, what the hell is this? Is this
I've
like...
heard of it.
I had never... So, yeah, apparently they have been a brand for a while. I just was out of the loop. But I was like, what is this? Is this going to be like some Prada, Louis Vuitton type shit? You know, really expensive stuff? Because, you know, the clothes he was wearing, which he claimed was Fashion Nova, didn't look bad. So I just decided to go check it out. And they had a lot of great stuff. They happened to be doing like a... I mean, I think they're a company that's almost like always doing a sale. But they had a lot of shit that was really cheap. I was in the market for some new sweatpants and decided to... I don't know. When it comes to like t-shirts and jackets and stuff, I never know like what size to buy if I'm blind buying online, you know. It always ends up being too small or too big, but I decided to give them a shot. And it turns out their clothing is actually pretty good. I got this it's just a black what do you call it? Denim jacket.
Johnny
Nothing too
Cash.
special.
Denim, the man in black.
But and then I bought some sweatpants too. But it all fit, so I'm really happy that I don't have
Are you
to.
wearing them?
No, I'm not.
Let me ask you
And
a
they
question.
don't look special. They're just, you know, sweatpants. But
Let me ask you a question about the sweatpants.
yeah,
Did you get the skinny form-fitting ones so it like hugs everything
No.
properly?
no, these are just like you're having a lazy day. You don't want to put on jeans or something.
You
Are you
want to
talking
wear
about
a blanket?
I think those are called joggers, Greg. They're not called. Those aren't sweatpants.
Oh, joggers. I'm sorry.
They're called joggers.
But I have to say, good quality. I am a satisfied customer. So the
They're
dude
pretty
might
big
be
on-
crazy, but I don't
They're
know.
big
The
on TikTok.
the company he's repping is affordable, and you know, half the stuff doesn't look too bad. So
So who's the bigger piece of shit, OBJ or Antonio Brown?
Ooh,
I would say Antonio Brown probably.
yeah, I'd probably lean Antonio Brown because
He's caused more problems because honestly,
Yeah,
OBJ, he's somebody was saying the other day, he doesn't really cause trouble like off the field. He's not like a bad person. He has never been in any kind of trouble. He just has a bad attitude sometimes.
Yeah.
Rubs
He
people
cries.
the wrong way.
He cries literally a lot.
no, is OBJ the guy whose like wife and brother are like causing a ruckus off the field?
That's Patrick Mahomes.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
this,
Yeah, that's Patrick Mahomes.
this person in the chat
God,
who
I
I
hate
think
that dude.
knows Dustin with a very creepy profile picture says that Fashion Nova is just like Shine, I guess.
I don't know
Yeah.
what is
Shein.
Shein.
Shein is like this. It's a clothing company, but it mainly has like women's clothing on it. I mean, it kind of has everything, but it's like it's out of like Saudi Arabia, but
Oh,
they have all kinds of clothes too, but just like Fashion Nova.
You know what I just noticed, Dustin?
what'd you just notice?
You have like the Tom Cruise Last of the Samurai here now.
You do.
Oh, hey, nice.
I have a pink scrunchie in my hair.
Mhm.
Are you the last of the samurai?
I am, yes. That's cultural appropriation, though. So
God help us.
Culture appropriation.
So, speaking of cultural appropriation, what do y'all think about this Russia thing?
Ooh.
You know what? I really honestly haven't been following it, so fill me in on it. Let me know what's going on.
Okay, so basically, 2 years ago, Russia kind of took over this portion of the Ukraine called Crimea,
I remember that.
and they
Allegedly.
so the Ukraine kind of wants it back, and Russia's like, you can't have it back. and we're going to come in and take over more of the Ukraine.
Yeah, Russia doesn't give anything back.
And the U.S. and NATO and everybody's like, look, Russia, you need to back off. If you try to invade Ukraine, you're going to have problems.
Right.
Well, Putin, like last week sometime, made a speech in front of the whole world saying, he basically said, first of all, he said, let me make it very clear to everyone. He's like, I understand that I will not win a war against an allied force, but don't forget that I hold one of the biggest nuclear arsenals and nobody will win the war. Basically he said, I'm not going to lose. I'll burn everything down before I lose.
Mutually assured destruction. Yep.
He said there will be no winners.
Huh.
And he said anybody from outside of Ukraine that tries to get involved will be just as guilty as they'll be just as much an enemy as Ukraine is, basically.
So my question in all this is, I thought we were the king of the nukes. What happened there?
Russia,
well, they're like the
historically has usually had a bigger arsenal than us, but they usually further, like they're older, that kind of thing. And then when they collapsed, we actually helped them dismantle a lot of them that needed maintenance and that kind of thing.
Whenever they say like older and stuff like that, you know what my immediate thought is? I was like, old bomb will still fucking blow up.
Certainly, but I mean, it's like they're may not be ICBMs, but it might be a shorter range one, or something they have from way back. They still count as a nuke.
Problem is, if they fire nukes at us, we fire nukes at them, and basically at the end of the day, the world
there is no winner.
Yeah, the funny thing is, there's like thousands of nukes in the world, and it only takes like 100 to wipe the whole Earth. I was like, what do we need all these for?
Why don't we all just nuke North Korea together? And then
it's not even North Korea's not even causing problems right now.
No, I know. I'm just saying, if we need to see a bomb explode somewhere, let's just test it out. Yeah.
Look, Hayden, you leave Korea the fuck alone, okay? They're putting out the
North-
best TV.
North
They're putting out the
Korea,
best
North
music.
Korea.
That's South Korea is doing
South
that.
South Korea is awesome.
Doing any of that kind of stuff.
No, we're not going to touch South Korea. They're awesome.
They got the hottest women.
All right, yeah.
Now, let me touch on a little conspiracy theory here. I'm not big on conspiracy theories.
Oh, yeah, I like this. Okay.
Let me touch on this.
Right.
But I keep my fingers on the pulse of the stock market. Now, let me just hypothesize here. Now, how would you know you could get the economy for pretty much the entire world to slump a little bit? And that is threatening war, right? Because war is bad for business. It always has been, unless you make weapons. Now,
right.
Now, you could just threaten, and that's enough. That's all you need to do is threaten. The economy goes down. Your country can buy a shit ton of stocks, and we back off.
I mean, that's kind of basically what's happening. Really.
Exactly. I just did it today. Because they said that United States and Russia were pulling back some troops from the areas, and stocks started rising back up again. I was like, well, I'm jumping on that, and I did this morning. $50.
It's all just posturing.
Thanks, Putin.
The world depends on each other way too much now. We're too globalized to really go into like a big giant war. If we go to a big giant war, it's over with for the world. Like
that's true, but at the same time, man, you do have people out there who are fucking crazy that run entire fucking countries who don't give a shit if the world fucking burns or not because they're too blinded by their own fucking superiority complex to see it.
Well, that's why Putin is such a worry, because he is one of those people that could just go off the rails one day and be like, yeah, well, fuck all y'all, and I'll just fucking blow everybody up. And that's basically what he said last week.
Now, I know we're bad about things that are usually good for the people. Us being America. I got to say, we got to have something that can counter a nuke by now. You've had this long, and you know what intercontinental ballistic missiles will do. They're going to go to space. They're going to come down wherever they're supposed to go. You've got to have something there to deter that. Now, I know there's Patriot missiles and stuff like that, but there's got to be something else by now that can stop them.
And to that, I will say tune in to South Park next week for the answer, because it will be revealed.
You're probably right. They have a pretty good imagination.
I think that I was thinking that the earlier in the week too about that, Jonathan, being that there's got to be something some kind of shield that we don't even know about.
But here's the scary thought
know about it, right?
Here's the scary thought: is like, what if we don't?
We don't, and we won't know the difference.
Yeah. And the problem, honestly, though, is like like I said, if they fire something at us, we'll fire something back at them. So
our allies will too.
And so all that nuclear destruction is just going to spread across. I mean, there's all these theories about nuclear winter and all this other stuff. Like, it could spread to us anyways.
Well, really, whenever it comes to like, they fire at us, we fire back. It all depends on like where they fucking target, honestly.
Well, that's what he's saying. It doesn't, because
it doesn't matter, because eventually the nuclear winter and all that stuff is going to rise into the atmosphere, and it's going to affect the whole Earth. That's why I said, if we actually go to a real war with someone like China or Russia, and it goes nuclear, we might as well just call it a day.
Nukes were such a stupid fucking weapon to be created, honestly.
I mean, it did a good job to Japan. I'm just saying.
Those weren't even nukes; those were atomic bombs.
Yeah, it was like little little firecrackers compared to what we got now.
These nukes are way more powerful than them things were.
Yeah, now they have better robots than we do. What the fuck?
See, you just got to nuke somebody, and you have to straighten up. That's a horrible thing to say.
Their VR is better than ours.
We just watched that.
Their wrestling is better than ours.
Well, that's an opinion. But
they're women. I mean,
we've been sorry, women in the chat.
Just kidding.
Just kidding.
I have an Asian fetish. So.
Fetus? An Asian fetus? You have an Asian fetus?
That's what I'm about to say. Damn it!
I've seen them.
But... Yeah.
How many fetuses have you seen?
I'm looking at some fetuses right now.
Oh my God.
All right, so moving on.
Oh, speaking of Asians, they have created a new video game, and by new I mean Korea's had it for a while. But got what the hell's the name of it? Lost Ark. That's the name of it.
Yes, tell me about Lost Ark.
All right, so have you played Diablo?
Yes.
Okay.
Not Diablo 3 though.
That's fine. Same shit. It's all top down, and it's sort of story driven. Story's kind of bad. The English dub is a little worse. But the good thing about it is the action. The moves and stuff in the game. You ever been a tank in an MMO and you're like, man, these moves are boring?
Yes.
Well, not anymore, my dude. Because let me tell you, even the melee characters in this game are fun as hell to play. Max level's like 50. I'm already 25 and playing for like 2 days. It's like, I mean, been playing very sparse, but it's been fun that loop.
So let me ask you a question: is this like a single player, multiplayer experience? Like,
that's MMO.
Oh, it's an MMO. Okay.
It's like a Diablo-like MMO, but it's top down, so you see characters run around stuff. They can talk to you and stuff. But I haven't got super far into the game, but also it's free.
Ooh, I like free
to play. It's on Steam. Go give it a shot. It's all the rage.
Definitely will.
Right now.
All you had to say was free, and that'd have been enough for me. Yeah.
There's in-game purchases and stuff, but nothing that limits your ascent to level 50.
Hide the
Gotcha.
money, y'all.
I did hear that once you get to 50, you get a token that you can bring another character up to 50, so you can have 2 level max levels. So, for what it's worth.
Well, if I could ever stop investing all of my time into Rust and UFC 4, I might look into that.
I've
Yeah,
been playing the shit out of UFC 4.
I've been playing some, but I've been playing more Rust than anything.
Is Rust
You did
VR?
No.
Oh, it's
I got to
not.
get on that. I got to get on that Rust with you.
Yes, you do, because we could definitely use your help. We need a bigger clan.
I need to get Rust as well.
So, like, my cousin built us a pretty decent base right now. It's got like three levels. We got like a top level. It's got windows and such like this. But we had these assholes who moved in next door to us. Like, they built like a big fucking base, like literally right next to us. And they're aggro as fuck, man. They're always trying to shoot at us and shit. Like, when we're just up like in the windows, they're like, shooting over at us, throwing little satchel charges on our fucking gates and stuff. Not doing any damage really. They're just aggro. They just
always clawing at you.
Just go over there and
Exactly.
kick their ass.
Yeah, kick your ass, Greg.
We're not ready yet. We're building up to it. See, the problem with games like Rust is everything is a build. And, like, most of the servers on there, you have servers that do weekly wipes, and then you have servers that do monthly wipes. And we're on one of the monthlies. So, a wipe, like, consists of 2 different things. Sometimes they'll completely wipe the map, all the builds, but they won't wipe what you've learned in the tech trees, like your blueprints.
Mm-hmm.
That's like considered like a mild wipe because they just wipe it so everyone gets a fresh start being able to build. Then they have like what they call a complete wipe to where they wipe everything. They wipe the fucking builds. They wipe your blueprints so everyone starts fresh.
Which one's yours?
Ours is right. The most recent wipe was like a mild wipe. The next one coming up in probably a couple weeks is going to be a complete blueprint wipe.
Nah, I don't know if I like that or not.
Well, see, this is the thing. Like, the reason I like it's because it gives you more incentive to play, because you want to try to get built up as fast as possible. So you're not wasting your time doing other shit. Like, you're focused on the goal. Like, all right, I got to do this, got to get these blueprints, got to get more scrap.
Yeah,
So
I guess you're not focused on like hoarding either. You're just like, let me get this stuff and shit. I'm gonna spend every bullet I got because it's gonna be wiping.
You'll break open a fucking barrel and it'll have something in it you don't need. You're like, fuck thread, I don't need any more thread. Moving on.
Right.
Do you still break every single barrel you find though, Greg?
It depends, honestly. If it depends how many people are online. Like, if I log on and there's not that many people online, I'll start busting up barrels. But if I hear gunfire and even remotely close anywhere, I get scared and I'll only go to stuff that doesn't make any noise. Because, like, literally moving around in Rust is like this. You'll sprint, duck, hide behind a bush or inside a bush, which I really like that feature about the game. You can actually hide in a bush and they can't see you. Or you'll just keep doing that. Like, your slow sprint, hide behind a rock. Slow sprint, hide behind this. You're always fucking hiding because you're worried someone's going to see you. But, I mean, I like the grind, so I enjoy the game.
Yeah, I'm about to get on there. Let me know if it ever goes on sale again.
Yeah, the only downside about the console edition of Rust is it's basically like it's vanilla Rust. Like, compared to how it is on PC, it doesn't even really compare because you can fucking ride horses. They got jet skis and all kinds of shit on the PC version. Console version is right down to vanilla Rust, which is what I was introduced to begin with.
Really?
So there's no horses or jet skis?
Not yet. There's not even sharks in the water yet, which is on regular Rust, which is good for me because I can just swim out there and harvest shipwrecks.
So they're gonna keep building on it, kind of like GTA, where it's like,
oh yeah, man. The team that's behind it, Face Punch, they're fucking constantly updating.
That's why they haven't come out with a new GTA, because they seriously just put new content on that bitch like every 6 months. There's something new on there.
They did say they're working on GTA 6.
Yeah, but they need a new GTA for these new gen consoles. So
100%.
No, they're gonna make the revamped version or whatever.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, I
Yeah.
hope not.
No, they are.
GTA
They are
5
coming
plus
out.
1.
Oh, they are.
They are coming out with a GTA 5, PS5.
Let me answer Ben real quick here. No, Ben, I'm so far behind on almost all my wrestling because I play too much fucking Rust. But
That's what that is. I was
Slacking, bro.
wondering what that
not
was.
only that, I mean, I've had doctor's appointments and all kinds of shit lately, man. I've just been busy.
I haven't watched much wrestling. I just kind of like watch the highlights, and so I can.
I did start a show today, though. I started the show that everyone's fucking going nuts about on Netflix. All of Us Are Dead.
Oh, is that good?
I can tell you, I was hooked after the first episode. At first, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. It's more zombie shit, but Koreans are just fucking winning, man. They like everything that they put out is like fucking gold.
So it's a zombie show.
It is, but it isn't. It's got that Korean twist on it. It more reminds me of 28 Days Later than a zombie thing.
Oh, I love that.
Okay.
Because like the people get infected really fast, like they do on 28 Days Later. Like usually within 5-10 minutes, they're already fully turned, and then they bite somebody else, and then it just fucking spreads like wildfire. But
They get the Omicron variant.
pretty much, yeah. But it's weird, man, because like I was bored to death about zombie shit or stuff like that because Walking Dead it got played out. It went so like character driven and not environment driven. But like even though this show is still character driven, like I don't know, man, it does something different with it. It makes it interesting to me again. They just do it better. They make the zombies more like scary, honestly.
Well, I'm gonna have to check that out because that sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I'm only on episode 3, Ben. I only got to 3. I'm about halfway through 3. I stopped so we could record, but I'm probably gonna finish it out by the end of the week.
So I actually watched a pretty good show. Well,
hold on, wait. Before you say that, Dustin, I am watching it in subtitles, by the way, because it's the only way to watch something like that.
all right, I'll give it to you. I'm not going to give you a hard time about it. When I watch it, I'll be watching the English dubbed version though.
There is one, so you'll be all right.
So there's actually another show that just came out on Netflix that me and my girlfriend were watching. It's called Murderville. And it's only 6 episodes, and they're like 30 minutes long. It's got Will Arnett. So Will Arnett plays this detective, and so the premise of the show basically is he's a detective, and he has a guest star on the show every week. Every episode's a different guest star. So there was like Marshawn Lynch was one of the guest stars.
Really?
He's so funny. I love Marshawn Lynch.
Hilarious, dude. Hilarious. Me and Tina were laughing the whole fucking time. All 6 episodes. Like belly laughing because what it is the guest stars, they don't have a script. It's all improv. And then they put them through all these. So y'all remember that show, Whose Line Is It Anyways?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that, but a murder mystery, like roped into it. Will Arnett. I mean, I don't know too many people that hate Will Arnett, so he's fucking hilarious. And but Ken Jeong is one of the special guests. Sharon Stone.
Kim Jong Un.
No, Ken Jeong, the comedian.
Oh,
he would be a good guest on the show, though. I'm just saying.
No, that one.
Good.
So was hilarious.
that'd
And
be
the
interesting.
best part is they keep like the when the people lose it, like laughing. They like keep that in there. Conan O'Brien was the first. Was the first
Oh
episode.
man, I love Conan.
It's good, dude. It's on, and like I said, it's like we binged it in one weekend. We watched 3 episodes one night and the last 3 the next night.
So it's
Oh,
called
I'll
Murder.
watch
It's
that.
called Murderville.
Murderville, and
And
it's on Netflix.
Okay.
Check it out, man.
Murderville on Netflix.
Okay.
Definitely.
It's hilarious. I think all y'all would like. Did you watch it already, Jonathan?
No, I haven't. I saw the preview of it. I saw Marshawn Lynch. I saw the part where he pulls out the dead body. Said, "That's your first dead body." You know.
Yeah.
I saw that part. I said, "Man, I got to watch this." I just hadn't got around to watching it yet.
It's great, man. Y'all won't be disappointed. I can promise you that.
It'll be good. I'll watch damn near anything with Marshawn Lynch in it. He did that one with, I think it was Bear Grylls.
Yeah.
He went on that. Man, that shit was funny.
I actually just wrote it down on my little notepad here so I don't forget it.
Is he still playing football?
Nah, he's retired.
So, Dustin, would you like to hear about my delivery experience that cost me an entire hour at one place?
Sure. What happened?
So I got an order for it was a good order too. It was like a $20-something order from Samurai in Gulfport here, the sushi place on Valentine's Day. So I pull in the parking lot. It's fucking packed. I'm like, okay, I'm going to have to wait a little bit of time for this order, obviously. So I go in there and I tell them I'm there for the order. They're like, all right, well, we'll have it out to you as soon as possible. We're kind of busy, so we'll work on it. I'm like, all right. I'm like, I'll stick around for this. It's a good paying order. I keep waiting. All these other people are coming in, getting their shit. I don't get mine, so I go up to him. I'm like, look, man. I was like, what's the deal here? He's like, is her name even on the fucking list? He's like, yeah, I got it right here. So I sit back. I wait a little longer. Another about 15 or so minutes goes by. I go back up there. I'm like, what's the deal, dude? I'm like, everyone else has got their food but me. I'm like, where's this chick's order? He's like, what's her name again? I'm like, fuck. So I'm like, it's like Jennifer something. He's like, I don't see it here. So
they probably gave it away.
So they asked me what's on it. I told them what's on it. They said they're gonna make it. So I sit around and I wait longer. I'm like, all right, well they're fucking gonna make it now. They just took it down. Another fucking 15 minutes goes by. I'm like, what's the deal? He's like, oh yeah, they forgot about it. I'm like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I just walked out.
So you didn't even get it?
No.
So you sent it? You canceled it? You sent it to somebody else?
I sent a text to the chick. I'm like, look, they don't give a shit about your order. I was like, I've stayed here as long as I can. I was like, I can't lose any more money. I was like, I'm already behind. I was like, I have to catch up. I was like, so I'm dropping the order.
Damn. What the fuck, man?
Jeez.
Damn.
I mean, in the restaurant's defense, they were fucking slammed. I'm talking but still, if that's the case, if you can't keep up with the online orders, then turn the shit off.
I mean, they do that all the
option,
time.
yeah.
Because there's been plenty of times where I pull up my DoorDash app in the middle of the day and the fucking place that I want to eat from is closed.
And see, what I think was happening is I think the order had came through on the little machine, and the fucking ticket just got lost, so they didn't know what the hell it was.
Or they processed it and they accidentally gave your food to somebody else.
That could have happened too.
It didn't like your face.
Could have been that too.
Could have been that.
Had to sit in there and listen to some lady tell me her whole life story about she's got a grandbaby on the way, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's great.
That's why I sit in the fucking car. Oh, nobody talking to me.
You're not a people person anymore, man?
I never really have been a people person.
I'm not a people person until I get to a person.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I'm like, oh, yeah. I'm Mr. fucking social butterfly.
You got to get me to open up first. Once that, then I don't shut the fuck up. So.
But I will try my best not to get in a situation where I have to talk to somebody. Yeah.
Let me ask you this: Have you ever encountered someone and they just annoyed you from the fucking jump? But then they find something that you both have in common, and then you end up talking to the person for a while because they annoyed you at first, but then they found that point of interest for you. And you're like, oh, okay, I'll talk to this person now.
Greg's describing how we met as friends. That's.
I mean, I wasn't, but it's kind of like that, I guess.
I don't know. You thought I was annoying, I think, because you were you probably don't listen to this kind of music.
Well, I mean, you looked annoying. Jonathan can vouch for me here. You just looked like a fucking prick.
Right.
Well, Jonathan knew I was annoying and that I was a prick.
I did know that.
We went to school together, so and we rode the same bus.
Sure did.
So he already knew. Old Kool-Aid.
Yeah, I got my Kool-Aid.
What the fuck's Kool-Aid?
All right. Let me tell this story real quick.
Oh, here we go. This is gonna be.
So we had this lady. I've never known what her real name was.
Me neither. No clue.
It's this older white lady. She was large woman, and of course,
Sweet as can be.
the best lady you ever met. But for some reason, somebody noticed that she always wore straight solid colors whenever she was there. It was always one color clothes, right? So somebody one day called her Kool-Aid because she dressed like different flavors of Kool-Aid. And we called her Kool-Aid I know to the day I got off the bus.
I don't know her real name, so
Never knew her real name.
Tell me y'all didn't call her Kool-Aid to her face.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was cool. She was the nicest lady ever, dude.
Like
ever.
somebody brought packets of Kool-Aid and she put them up on the bus up there.
Oh man, this lady was a champion. She was a
fucking saint, dude. She was a saint.
And one day, this is a little epilogue to this. This is after I stopped riding the bus. I was working at I think it was Jitney at that point when Dixie had not taken over yet. She happened to be in there shopping, and I run into her, and I didn't recognize her. I'm like, "Hey, how you doing?" She goes, "Jonathan, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a while." I'm like, "Hey, Kool-Aid." Hey, what's going on? Whatever. I was starting to think maybe she got the hots for me, and I was kind of weirded out after that.
Let me ask you a question.
Never saw her again.
What would you do if whenever you recognized her, when you saw her after the fact, and you're like, "Oh, hey, Kool-Aid," and she went, "Oh yeah."
I probably got a big kick out of it. Oh yeah. That poor lady. I'll give her full marks for being a good sport because
what a horrible fucking nickname.
We were dicks, man.
We were pretty good kids on the bus, though. We weren't a real rowdy bunch.
Yeah, we weren't destructive or anything like that. We were just little dicks.
Except Dustin. Apparently,
Teenagers.
Dustin hated fat people.
Did asshole. He still hates fat people.
Yep.
Except that he is one now.
I can't say don't blame him either. Hate him too.
Look, man, I wanted you to scoot over, and you didn't want to fucking scoot over so I could sit down, okay? Asshole. You were being an asshole. You deserved it.
That's probably true. I don't know. That was a long time ago.
That was so long ago.
God.
Almost 30 years now. Fuck.
Yeah. That was what? It's probably around 17, something like that.
Yeah, Junior, you're a year ahead of me, so.
Yeah.
So Hayden, other than your fashionista clothing line that you purchased recently,
When after Christina pointed out that it's all unethical, maybe I should take back my endorsement. But,
I mean, isn't buying clothes online, period, kind of unethical?
Probably.
Yeah. I mean, buying clothes. I mean, it's kind of hard to buy clothes from anywhere and not be unethical.
You're buying anything. I mean, anything that's cheap, had cheap labor. That's all I know. Because that's one of the biggest contributing factors to the cost of the thing.
All I know is one day at work, I had on one of my little work outfits, and every single item I was wearing was clearance. From the shirt to the drawers to the socks, everything was clearance. I was proud of that.
Got them at dirt cheap.
That's right.
Nope, it was all Walmart clearance.
It was step up.
Step up, yeah.
But what were you going to say, Greg? I kind of forgot what I was going to talk about, so maybe you can remind me.
Yeah, that's because you were stuck over there just in self-loathing about buying online clothing.
Damn. Some little girl made this, and here I am. Lounging in them, eating Cheetos.
Yeah, well, like Tina said, she has a whole closet full of that shit, so.
Well, I'll tell you what, Hayden, I won't give you any shit until you buy you a Chino XL suit.
Okay.
It's another online clothing distributor.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're always watching movies, Hayden, so I know you've watched something.
Well, I just watched this. It's an older movie called Cherry Falls. Have you guys heard of this? It's basically about this killer who kills high school kids who are virgins.
He only kills virgins.
Yeah.
How does he know?
Yeah, that's
And-
what I'm saying.
Well, I don't know. I mean, yeah, exactly. But all the high school kids decide to have a big fuck fest, like a big party.
Okay.
Basically, the sheriff announces to the whole city, like, "Hey, there's a serial killer going after you if you're a virgin, so watch out." So all the kids are like, "Oh, well, let's go have sex," and they all meet at some big mansion, and it, what's her name? It's like.
And the sheriff's like, welcome to my fuck party.
You know what I want to do? I want to be the guy that like sits and listens to all these movie pitches and goes,
Yeah.
Sounds great. Love it.
look, there's a serial killer and he's going to kill all the virgins. So now everyone's going to get together and have a big party and they're all going to have sex.
And then what's the rating we're looking at here?
It was with Brittany Murphy was in it.
What? I'm going to have to check this out then.
But
Not Charlie Murphy.
it wasn't a bad movie. It was very interesting. I kind of liked it.
Not to see her naked or anything, just because I like Brittany Murphy.
There is a scene where she shoves her
Rest in
toe in a
peace.
dude's mouth and tells him to
that's,
bite
that's
it harder.
Dustin's thing right there.
Woohoo.
No, it is not.
But no nudity, unfortunately.
What?
I know,
So-
right? And it's
That's
rated R.
disappointing. Yeah.
All these
So
people having sex and no titties?
Not even
Well,
a
actually,
titty?
there might have been a titty or two, but
No butt cheeks? Nothing?
no, nothing,
Oh, well.
nothing crazy.
Don't you feel disappointed if you watch a horror movie and there's no titty?
Yeah,
Shouldn't there at least be
exactly.
at least one titty in the whole movie?
And these days, they're too afraid to do anything. Like,
Well, they want to
Any
keep it
nudity.
PG-13 so they can get more audience.
yeah, that too. But even rated R, I heard that they're afraid. The directors and producers are afraid of getting Me Too'd. You know, like having an actress come out after the fact and be like, "I didn't want to be naked in that movie. They forced me to,"
God.
or some bullshit. I don't know if that's actually the case, but I'd believe it.
It
It's
wouldn't
gotta,
just-
surprise me.
you got to have a titty to wiener ratio, and you're
Yeah,
fine.
and just
Oh,
have
well-
that paperwork on lockdown.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this: Euphoria is meeting their titty to wiener ratio because every
Oh, really?
episode it seems like you're seeing dicks on that show now.
Huh.
Prosthetic dicks,
Prosthetic dicks, though.
because they want to make sure they're real big and juicy.
That's right.
Oh,
You
God.
can't be having no actor
Wow.
go on there with a
No
you
small
know,
penises
a
allowed.
mediocre looking schlong. It has
right.
to be the full.
It's cold on set.
It is weird. It is kind of weird,
Even when it's
though.
flaccid, it's like fucking 10 inches.
It is kind of weird, though, that show is about high school and there's all kinds of titties and dicks.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
When you think
Yeah,
think
weird.
about it, it's like, oh,
Who's the hottest chick on that show to you?
to me,
Yeah, Christina Williams.
yep, Christina Williams.
No,
Probably the big titty chick.
Cassie,
Yeah,
the blonde.
yeah. Even though I'm not a big blonde fan, honestly, her sister is probably hotter to me than she is.
The
Because
redhead.
that's just my type.
You see what Ben Grimm said?
They replace pain stuff with dong stuff. I guess so.
Jeez. He went full Borat. They're nice.
Have any of you
Very
guys
nice.
seen that
How much?
yet? I still haven't seen it.
The Borat that was on Amazon.
No, the Jackass Forever.
Oh
No, I haven't seen it yet.
that'll be something I see when it's free somewhere.
Yeah.
You don't pay for Jackass.
Not
Never-
anymore.
I haven't really been watching too many movies though. I've just been playing VR. I just
How you-
bought.
Yeah, how you liking the VR? Let's talk about that a little bit.
Dude, I'm addicted, man.
I'm telling you, dude. It's well. Let me ask you this: did you experience like what I was talking about how like when you're in the VR, like you're so immersed in it, you almost forget
Yeah.
that it's an avatar or whatever you're interacting with. It feels like a real person, because I guess it is a real person. But
Yeah, I think I know what you mean, and like you'll feel like the environment's real. Like you'll put your
Yes.
hand down and you're like, why am I not touching the table? You're like, oh shit, I'm in VR. That's not a real table.
I was doing that when I was
It's all in my
fishing one
hand.
time. I kept trying to put because you know that chair that's in the fishing game. I kept trying to put my elbow on the chair, like lean on it. And I'm like, I'm like, fuck, I'm not in a chair. I'm fucking on the VR. I probably haven't touched my headset in like.
So even in VR, you're trying to be fucking lazy and lean on shit. That's what you're telling me.
I'm a big guy, man. I gotta lean on stuff.
But let me tell you though, the porn, great. I've fully tested that out now.
How many times?
How many miles?
How many times?
I think like 3.
It's not your go-to now. Just like when you come home, you just put the VR headset on and get the lotion and light a couple candles.
I mean, it's probably gonna become my go-to.
What would is it? Would it be worse to get caught jerking off with a VR headset on? Than
Yes,
just the
definitely. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, because you wouldn't know they're sneaking up on you.
Oh,
Yeah, you wouldn't. First of all, you don't know how long they've been
working.
standing there watching. So, and then it might be really loud in your ears. You might not hear them like say anything to you. So you might just be sitting there stroking it, dude.
That would be the worst part, is because you would hear a sound. You'd hear someone in the background be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And you wouldn't know if it was actually from the VR or outside.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
What's that sound? Oh shit!
I mean, just imagine getting caught like this, butt naked. Oh, what?
But hey,
it's not what it looks like. It's not what it looks like.
I'll tell you what, though. They said you're not supposed to be able to do like play independent games or sideload games onto it unless you have a PC. But I figured out you can do it on Mac. You just can't do anything with Steam, unfortunately. But I was able, just with the charging cord, to hook it up to my Mac and like sideload a bunch of like independent games that were free from the SideQuest app or whatever that is. And so I'm gonna have a lot of fun with that.
They have some on the browser too.
You can honestly just go to you can sideload them from the browser. They just have to be Quest compatible.
Oh well, shit. I was probably taking the long route.
It's back.
The game that I actually want to get on Steam for the VR is Half-Life Alyx.
Oh yeah.
A friend at work was telling me about that, and he says that's probably the best VR game that he's played yet.
I forgot to tell you about that too. I'd heard about that about a year ago, I think.
Because what I think of, man, is like if it's like I'm thinking, having that fucking magnet gun in VR would just be the fucking baddest shit ever. Just pulling shit to you, launching it back out.
Launch it back,
that would be so badass. But
now, do you guys know if you have a PC and you have Steam, to get the games onto your Quest from Steam, do you just hook it up to your PC and then download it to Quest, and then you can unplug it?
Well, see, no, the way it works is it's going to connect. You can connect two ways. You can do it either wired, or you can do it wirelessly through what they call AirLink. And what it does is it'll load up the Steam VR while you're on your Oculus, and you'll have like a little control panel in front of you, it's lined out like this in front of you, and you can hit that to go to the desktop of your computer to load games or things of that nature if you want to just web browse. Because I tried out Google Earth that way, and Google Earth was fucking weird, man. It almost
in there Tony Stark in it.
No, I had my wife come try it because we were walking around down the street in the Philippines. Now it's just general Google Earth, like Street View,
right?
But when you're in VR doing Street View, it's different, man, because you feel like you're there.
Because you're immersed in it.
Exactly.
You're in Street View and you're afraid you're gonna get hit by a car because you're in the middle of the road.
Well, luckily there's nothing moving and it's all still. But it's weird, just walking down the street, moving down the street in VR as opposed to
going down the street in Chicago. You're a little afraid for your life.
Oh yeah, go to Southside Chicago.
I wanted to check out that. There was the Foo Fighters did a concert after the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I wanted to check that out, but I didn't.
Oh, that would have been cool.
Was it good? Was it cool?
I
It
don't
actually
know.
wasn't, honestly.
No.
The quality wasn't that great, and you're literally just sitting here on a balcony with other avatars and just like looking up at them really big. And like I said, the quality was really grainy, and I don't know why they haven't figured that out.
They're still perfecting that because that was kind of how watching the courtside basketball was the same way.
Mm.
It wasn't all the time, but it was like shoddy. So like you'd get like some real clear shit where you really felt like you were there, and then it'd be like, and then it would,
which is
grainy.
weird because like you can go watch a YouTube video and it be crystal clear 1080. So
Yeah.
Well, live. I mean, like live
Yeah,
streaming.
but live is
different than a recording.
I think what they're gonna have to do with that is like basically make it to where like it's still live, but it's like projecting. So
I mean,
it's
there
like,
could be a delay, and then
Yeah,
that might fix
exactly.
the issue, but it won't be live,
Yeah.
So-
It'll catch up eventually, but
if you're on satellite, you have a delay anyway.
That's
it was-
that's
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
so incredible about it. Honestly, is that this is baby shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
This is like, just imagine what it's going to be like in the next 5 or so years.
It's just the beginning.
Yeah.
Imagine, Hayden, whenever you can actually do the porn and hook sensors up to you and feel everything.
I mean, you can
Right?
basically do that now.
Get your anime chicks.
I'm not spending the money on it though.
I mean, they do have that stuff already, Greg.
Yeah.
They have
Is it-
Bluetooth. They have a Bluetooth thing that's a fleshlight and a vibrator, and you can have sex with your partner like from another, like over the internet. So
That's disgusting. Where?
where is it?
Where may I find this thing so I can
It's true though.
not buy it?
You know what? I'm so fucking disgusted. I need the website so I can go red flag it.
Yeah.
Red flag it.
Yeah.
5 stars, would buy again.
I'm gonna leave a review.
There's a disturbing amount of anime porn on Steam, and one of my favorite things to do is to read the comments on it, like the reviews.
I already see some content may be explicit, Dustin, so I don't know about this.
It's fantastic.
But so if I go to a friend's house who has a PC, there's no way for me to like use Steam on his PC to download
Nope.
a bunch of games and then go home and play them.
No,
He's
it's
not
not.
a
Well,
DMR,
I
baby.
mean, if
This
he
one I
wants,
pulled up is blurred, so
if he wants to let you, remote access his PC somehow,
Oh.
sure, but
Like remote desktop or whatever it's called.
yeah.
What the hell is
so
Oh, that's the thing.
This is the thing I was talking about, and it can be controlled from the internet.
Oh,
I wonder
man.
how much it costs. Honestly, I bet it's so expensive.
Oh, I'm sure it's fucking
will-
stupid expensive, but
It probably
yeah.
costs more than the Oculus. Honestly,
I mean, it's $89.99, but I'm just joking.
wow.
Yeah, so
Kill your friend and take his PC, says Big Cracker. Not a bad idea.
That's
I actually
one way of
agree
doing
with
it.
him.
One way of doing it.
But let me tell you though, if you're on the edge of like whether or not you should buy an Oculus, I've had so much fun without even buying any of the in-store games. Like you can have fun even for free. I mean, you got to buy the whole setup, but for $300, you can have a lot of fun.
I'm
without
gonna say
spending
this though,
anything.
Hayden. You're going into some dark places on the VR with that VR chat, man. I don't know what kind of fucking
dude,
What, have you
crazy
been-
shit
have you
that
been
you went
watching?
to with that damn picture you sent in the group chat one day that looked like some guy was being fucking like tortured.
have
in
you ever
hell or
been on
something.
VR chat?
Wait, hold.
Only
Um,
briefly.
And
no,
dude, I went on it like twice, and it is like it literally reminds me of the shit that you see in your nightmares.
Oh my
Like
God.
the one time I went in there, I was like, first of all, you have to pick an avatar, and they're all weird shit or like anime characters Or, dude, there was one guy in there that was a Thomas the Tank Engine mixed with like a human head
Yeah,
and
I've seen that.
had spider legs. There's like, dude, there's like little tiny people running around. Like, it's literally a fucking nightmare.
I've got a Kermit the Frog that's like an inch tall.
Yeah. People are walking around like throwing stuff at it is the weirdest fucking thing I've ever.
Why the fuck is he only an inch tall?
I don't know. I just thought it was cool, so I kept it. But that's the cool thing. You can find avatars for anything. And, you know, different worlds will be set up just to, like, collect avatars and find cool ones. Like, the other day, I found, like, a whole Friday the 13th section. There was a Slipknot section. It's crazy what you can do in there.
Well, we're going to need to, like, get together and because I went in there alone and I was terrified.
You were too scared.
I was like going to a club, man.
I was like, I don't know how I feel about this.
I can see it now.
So I've been streaming it. So go check out some of the streams to see some of the cool shit. It's been crazy lately.
I can see this now. Me and Dustin goes into VR chat, and he immediately gets scared. He's like, "Hold my hand, man. Hold my fucking hand.
Hold
man.
my hand. Hold my hand.
Don't leave me."
Honestly, that Thomas the Train shit you just told me does sound terrifying.
It was. I'm telling you, like I said,
try
it's
to
literally
pull it
like
up.
something from a nightmare. Yeah, see if you can find it. It is so weird, dude.
'Cause I've seen
and it's
that.
gigantic.
It is pretty creepy when all of a sudden you see that big ass thing.
That was the
crawling
first
around.
thing I saw when I like teleported
Oh,
into the
really?
VR chat.
Well, I mean, just that room you had me go in that time, Hayden. Some guy came in there looking like the fucking human centipede.
Wait,
with his
when-
fucking weird caterpillar legs and shit.
When was this?
That the only time that we got on VR, it was like after we were playing poker. We went in there. You're like, "You want to check out VR chat?" I'm like, "Sure." and you were fucking Scooby Doo, which I also found weird.
See, it's like a bad trip or something, dude. It's like literally a nightmare. It's a literal
It
nightmare.
really is. But that's why I like it, because it's, I don't know, man. You don't even have to do drugs to.
I'll say
No.
this. If you want to escape this fucking world, go into VR chat. I can promise you.
We're not going to say it's going to be better than this world. We just say it's going to be escape from this world.
Yeah. But man, I mean, I don't know. I'm still like, oh shit, what is this? I don't think this is what
Oh,
you're
God,
talking about.
Oh man.
But I don't even think this is VR chat. But it's creepy as hell.
Oh, here we go.
All right, hold on.
What the fuck?
One second.
Suspense is killing me.
What the hell?
No, that's not it, but that's creepy.
Yeah, I couldn't find the. Maybe it was this. Was that it?
Yes.
Oh God. That is.
Yeah, but the train's like more over the body part. But yeah, it was pretty much something like that. And I'm just like, what the hell?
I mean, that's still creepy. That someone
Yeah.
comes walking at you looking like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some weird stuff in there, for sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
It makes you wonder, like,
Somebody spent time to make that.
yeah,
I
like
know.
somebody had to like sit down and make that. Like, what are they like? I wonder what their house looks like.
Honestly, if I knew how, I'd probably be
You know what?
making crazy shit.
You want to know what thought I had when we were in VR chat? It pretty much confirmed to me. It's like, yep, there's still serial killers out there, and a lot of them are in this chat right now.
Well,
Mhm.
surprisingly and uncomfortably, it's a lot of little kids. And like this random 14-year-old kid started following me around, and like he added me as a friend, and I made the mistake of accepting it. And now anytime I get on, he instantly messages me because he's on like all fucking day. I don't know how he does it.
This
but-
kid has
He's
no.
a kid and he has no
He's
job.
14, that's
Well,
why.
yeah, and I also think he's from the UK, so when I'm getting on, he's probably like,
It's like, oh, what's all this thing?
I play Echo VR a lot, and it has a lot of fucking kids in it, and it's annoying as fuck.
It's a great game, isn't it?
No, I do like when I get on there with the British kids and they're like using all their little slang terms.
Dude, there's a lot of British kids in there. I don't know.
And
what it is.
Australian. Like I run into a lot of
Yeah.
people from Australia and the UK,
Yeah.
which is crazy when you think about it because you're on fucking VR headset, dude, and you're
Yeah.
talking to somebody in the UK.
Oh,
Like,
Australian.
clear as day too, no delay, no nothing. It's just like they're literally standing in
So,
front of
how do I find the Japanese women?
In VR chat.
you. Well, they're probably Japanese men.
Probably.
I don't know.
Not that there's a Japanese man, I assume.
I'll,
Men in
I'll,
general.
I'll watch them wrestle, but that's as far as this is going. All right.
It's as far as our relationship goes.
So speaking of wrestling, do we want to touch on the Cody Rhodes thing?
Yeah, because I just found out about this from y'all today.
Oh,
I'll be right back.
okay.
As a matter of fact, I got the site open now, the wrestling site.
100% Ben. When I used to play late and stream on Twitch really late, I would get a lot of Australians and.
So is this still rumor or is it confirmed?
No, it's confirmed.
Oh no, right here, backstage news on what led to Cody Rhodes and Brandy leaving AEW.
Cody put out a statement saying, thank you and saying goodbye, and Tony Khan confirmed it. Also thanked Cody Rhodes for everything and all that shit. So yeah, it's definitely official.
So in other words, he wants to focus on acting and his stupid fucking reality TV show. That's basically what it boils down to. Either that or he wants to retire and he's going to go do it in WWE.
Well, I think he's just going to go to WWE so he can do. They're probably going to give him a more lenient schedule than. I mean, because Cody Rhodes was kind of carrying AEW in the beginning, or one of them, but he's kind of died out, honestly, on AEW.
I mean, well, the problem is that he came in there and tried to be a face, and nobody likes face Cody Rhodes. They like heel Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
They like the whole American Nightmare thing with him being cocky and an asshole, and he came in there being like trying to be like,
American Nightmare, I like that. Mm-hmm. Nice little play there.
People really did hate him, dude. Like every time he came out, it reminded me of John Cena when people got tired of him, and they just booed him every time he hit the ring. They were just like, boo, even though he's a good guy. They were just like, get out of here.
Dang.
It's gonna be interesting to see where he ends up going, though.
I think he's going. I mean, it's been rumored that he's going to WWE for a while now. Anyways, I mean, you said something that that there was a rumor he might show up at the Royal Rumble.
I mean, he was happier in New Japan. He was fucking miserable in WWE, man. He hated the writing. They fucking did that Stardust shit, which he never wanted to do to begin with. So it's hard for me to believe that he'd want to go back to that shit writing. But I mean, I guess if the money's right and they'll promote his little fucking reality TV show, he might do it.
Ben Grimm made a good point, though. His reality shows are on TNT, so
that's why I think that he's probably gonna just focus on that stuff. And like, I know he was on Heels, or yeah, I think he was on Heels. I don't remember him on there, but he did something with him. That was a good show, by the way. If anyone wants a good wrestling show to watch, Heels, it was really good. It's got the guy, fuck, I can't think of his name right now. Steven.
Was that like a foot fetish thing?
No.
I'm just joking.
What's the guy that played Arrow? What's his name? Steven Amell something. He's the star of the show. Him. It's a good
has
show.
a lot of wrestlers on it, though, doesn't it? Or like they make guest appearances.
Yeah, CM Punk was on it. Mick Foley was on it. Quite a few others.
Did y'all watch Book of Boba Fett?
I haven't watched any of the.
I haven't watched any of it yet either because I'm in a conundrum because I have to watch it with my girlfriend and my daughter, and they have to be in the same place at the same time, which is tough because my daughter doesn't live with me full time. So
yeah,
and we've been super busy, so it's just haven't had a chance to sit down and watch it yet.
Let me tell you, Dustin. Here's what you do: you go take a long shit. And
Really
you watch
long.
an episode a day while you're taking a long shit. And just
don't
don't
tell
tell them
anybody.
about it. Yeah.
Just act surprised when you see it, like, whoa, man, that's crazy.
Honestly,
Well-
man, sometimes that's just what you got to do. You just got to watch it, and then you got to go back and watch it again and just pretend like you didn't see it.
I don't know. I think I would feel dirty doing that, and then and it'd be like double dirty also because I'm like doing my daughter and my girlfriend dirty by watching it without them. So
You know what's dirty is the fact that you're being deprived of something you want because you have to fucking fit into someone else's time schedule. That's dirty.
Greg's like bad devil, you know.
That's
Yeah.
right.
No, you watch it. Treat yourself.
Watch the show. Lie to 'em. Say you saw it.
yeah, he's the bad Kermit. He's over there telling me to do all this bad stuff.
Yeah.
The 1-inch Kermit though.
Yeah.
What it's
On my shoulder right here.
Just watch the
Yeah.
show, Dustin.
I've heard mixed reviews on it. So
Yeah, it had its
did
ups
you
and
like it
downs.
without spoiling it? I mean, I know
Yeah.
a few things that happened because just on internet stuff on accident. But
It's worth watching. I'll say that for sure.
Is it as good as The Mandalorian?
No.
no, and I think that was I think a lot of people were trying to hold it to that,
Yeah.
which is like just something. It's just one of them things you can't do. So
Do you know what my big? Do you know the reason I've not been like so crazy to watch it is because I'm just not that big of a fucking Boba Fett fan. Honestly, I never have been.
yeah, I mean either really.
Well, as part of it, it's going to be real good news for you then. Shh. Don't tell nobody.
See, now you've got me curious. So now that's all I need to go check it out.
There's a few like mini spoilers that I've seen, like not full spoilers, but I've seen like I kind of know what happens. So I'm definitely intrigued on. I need to watch it ASAP.
I wish I had binged it, like waited.
That was kind of what I was hoping to wait till it was over with, so that way I can watch multiple episodes and not have to wait.
I actually accidentally watched the first one. I was like, fuck. Well, I'm going weekly now because I can't stop. Can't stop what I'm doing. I don't know where they're going with this.
You know what? I'm like the opposite of everybody else. I like the weekly model better.
I have mixed feelings about it. It's like I do like the like waiting, you know, sometimes, but then there's like other times where I'm like, fuck, I wish I could just get to the next episode because I have to know what happened.
Free time. I finally have free time. I could watch this right now, but I don't have a new episode.
See, the reason I like the weekly model better is because it gives me time to watch other shit. It's like, all right, I watched this, now I can watch this. But like, once you have it all available to you at once and you get into it, it's like, okay, fuck everything else. This is what I'm watching.
Especially if you find a show that has multiple seasons.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And you just get immersed.
That's how it was with me with Mindhunter, man. With Mindhunter, I was like that. I binged it.
It comes out on Wednesdays, and I swear I would remind myself on Tuesday that it was on. You know, it's gonna be a new episode, and I would think, oh shit, it's not Wednesday. Today's Tuesday. So now I'm sitting here waiting. I'm like, God, wish it was fucking Wednesday.
Well, I'm actually doing that with Ozark now, Ben, because there's a new season of Ozark that is out, and I just watch like one episode a week just so I don't blow through it. And plus, when it's a show that you know you got another season coming up, you don't want to blow through it so fast because that just makes the wait longer.
Then you have to wait, yeah. I do like to watch stuff like that towards the end, like when you know a new season's coming, so that you don't have to wait too long, like you were saying.
Group poll here. Who has seen Clone Wars, the animated series?
I've seen like half of
Bits
it.
and pieces, but it's something that I actually want to go back and visit.
Well, if you have Disney Plus, you can watch all of it.
Yeah,
It's all in there.
there's definitely some callbacks in there from that.
Well, speaking of epic movies,
just like Mandalorian had.
you want to run that trailer, Greg, so we can talk about it?
Yeah, well, there was some Super Bowl halftime trailers that are definitely noteworthy. The first one we're going to play here is going to be this Doctor Strange Multiverse trailer.
Some good commercials this time too. I like.
Oh yeah, they were on point.
Man, that little Larry David. God damn it! I laughed my ass off at that son of a bitch.
Oh, Larry David is so funny, man. I love Larry
damn it.
David. All right, I'm gonna get this loaded up here.
I'm laughing thinking about it. Shit.
That's how you know
Powers
something's
one
funny.
was pretty good.
Oh yeah, that Austin Powers too. I had to text my brother because my
There was an
brother's
Austin
big.
Powers one?
Yeah,
It was
I need to see
Austin
this.
Powers commercial.
All right, here we
great.
go.
They're not doing a new Austin Powers, are they?
No,
I
I
hope
don't
so.
think so.
love to see that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Every night, I dream the same dream. Then, the nightmare
bed.
begins.
There's no better actor to play Doctor Strange.
Yeah, he does such a great
Pretty
job.
good.
I did what I had to do to protect our world. You cannot control everything.
Hey, Jamie.
Strange.
Hey, Jamie.
You opened the doorway between universes.
Oh, Sam Raimi, I'm already in.
What will go through it? Wanda, what do you know about the multiverse?
Viz had his theories. He believed it was dangerous.
He was
I
right.
wonder why.
I'm sorry, Stephen. Your desecration of reality will not go unpunished.
Shit. Done the rest.
We should tell him the truth.
Oh,
It's a girl.
oh God.
Things just got out of hand.
You break the rules. Look out! I become a hero.
Miss Marvel.
I do it. I become the enemy. It doesn't seem fair.
So May 6th, Multiverse of Madness.
Yes, sir.
I suggest, and I know that some of you guys hate superhero stuff, but I suggest
I'm actually
watching.
intrigued by that one.
Yeah,
I suggest watching WandaVision because it is strongly tied to this movie, and the show is actually really good.
Really?
So-
Everyone I talked to said it was shit.
Yeah, but I don't know
I
about
like WandaVision.
your friend group, so
Well, I mean, just podcasts that I listened to, like everywhere, said it was horrible.
Definitely
It's-
not horrible.
it's not horrible.
It might not have been your cup of tea, but it was not horrible.
And the thing you got to get through is like the beginning is kind of like you're confused as to like what is this show gonna be, but it does all come together and it comes together nicely. You're like, oh, but all this is tied to that movie.
This is an interesting theory right here that Amy posted in the chat here. What do you think about that, Dustin?
Well, yeah, that's what they've been saying, that Superior. I said Ultimate Iron Man earlier, but yeah, Superior Iron Man, because I guess that council where he's walking with the handcuffs, where you hear Patrick Stewart's voice. I guess Superior Iron Man is in the comics is on that council.
I'm with Jamie here. They had me at Sam Raimi.
Also, the Ultron bots, the Ultron robots, bring him to that.
See,
council,
that's one of the things I had a problem with is the Ultron movie. Man, it was such a watered down version of Ultron. He was way more badass in the comics than they portrayed him as in that fucking movie.
The thing is that the comic book people kind of have to get over is that the movies aren't made just for the comic book people. They're literally watered down and simplified for everybody.
Okay, but don't take badass villains and pussify them. That's all I'm asking.
I mean, they
Well-
they nerfed Thanos too, so
They
As
really
much
did.
as I agree with you, Greg, I wish they were like tearing little kids' heads off and bloody and all that shit. I
They
just don't
did
think
that
they
in-
can do it.
And what you call it?
Deadpool
Deadpool, yeah.
Yeah.
Apart.
and Logan.
And Logan. I mean, they are moving to the
So yeah,
to
thank
do
God
more
for
rated
those
R
movies.
stuff.
Actually, that was my first time seeing that Doctor Strange trailer because I was at work whenever it aired, so I missed all but the very end of it. So I was impressed.
You didn't see it at the end of No Way Home?
Nope.
No, that's a different trailer. That
Yeah.
trailer was the trailer that was at the end of No Way Home was a teaser trailer. This is like this was a full trailer, whatever they call it.
Theatrical trailer.
There is another
okay.
trailer that I did see and got excited for at the Super Bowl.
Is it Jurassic Park?
No, but actually that's a good one too.
that's-
You need to
yeah,
play that one too, dude.
that
That
was a
one
good one.
looks awesome.
Really?
Yeah, I'll play that one as well. But I want to play the Rings of Power trailer because that
It
one.
had the bloom in it.
Oh yeah.
The bloom.
So let's play this one.
Uh,
I'm gonna have to flag all of these for.
What else is out there?
I just love seeing Middle Earth again, man.
There's wonders in
If
this.
we had more viewers, we could do this with no problem.
I know, right?
But the 50 people that might see us,
What is this for?
Lord of the
tell your
Rings.
friends.
I believe this is the series, right?
Yeah, it's a series on Amazon Prime.
Is this all CGI?
Is there anything else?
Everything looks CGI these days.
Oh, yeah, the one Ben Grimm's talking about looks good too. Nope.
Oh yeah.
You need to play that one too.
September 2nd.
I'll probably check that out because I have Prime. So
Well,
Like,
with me
I do
being
too.
a Lord of the Rings junkie, I'm going to check it out. What was the other one you said? The new Jurassic?
yeah, do
Park.
Jurassic Park Super Bowl trailer.
Jurassic World Dominion's what it was, right?
Dominion.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that one actually looked good too. Even though those
People of the
movies always end up
Dominion, rise
disappointing
up.
me.
I
But you know
think
what?
this one is not going to disappoint. But
Hey,
I could go
look. All I know is Alan Grant and Ellie Sadler's back, so I'm sold.
See, now I gotta go watch the other one. 'Cause I didn't watch it.
All right, so I think this is the Super Bowl one here. Let me share it. I hope this is the right one. If not, Dustin, you can correct me.
We'll enjoy it too.
Yeah, that's it.
I wanted to show them something that wasn't an illusion.
Superheroes, dinosaurs, and swords and sandals. What more could you ask for, man? You got everything you need.
Everything you need.
Swords and sandals.
Is an act of sheer
You
that-
notice that there's a baby. They weren't supposed to be able to have babies.
Oh yeah, that's
And-
right.
Life finds a way.
Life finds a way.
We created an ecological disaster.
Ellie Sadler.
Alan Grant.
Oh, I hate Laura
You
Dern.
didn't come out all this way just to catch up now, did you?
You coming or what?
Oh, he's coming.
He's definitely coming. They made them look like birds.
We're racing toward the extinction of our species.
Well, there is rumors that they had
We
feathers.
not only lack dominion over nature, we're subordinate to it.
Yay, Jeff Goldblum.
I always come back. Don't move. Bigger. Why do they always have to go bigger?
So
13.
I want to say
Oh.
this.
Yeah.
What I like about all this stuff coming out, man, is it seems like, maybe Hollywood's finally back, man. Maybe we finally are going to have some
Those
shit to look forward to.
Those old summer blockbusters we used to
yeah,
have.
yeah, man. I
Well,
miss
excuse
that.
me. I was looking forward to Spencer before it came out. For a while.
Well, not all of us are. the movie connoisseur that you are.
I'm
But yeah, man. Well, the whole summer movie thing was kind of dead for the last couple of years because of COVID. So now they're gonna.
Yeah.
I'm hoping they're.
That
You
could
should
be.
play the Nope trailer. Let's do that one.
Oh
last.
yeah.
Do
And we
Nope.
got Batman coming out in a couple weeks.
Yeah,
Or
Batman
whenever
comes out in
that's
a couple.
coming
Yeah,
out.
the Batman. I'm finally excited for a Batman movie again.
Hell yeah.
Man.
Lawrence
Oh,
isn't here
you know what?
tonight
You
because
know
he had
what?
to
I'm
go
gonna.
masturbate to the new trailer.
No, he's not masturbating. He's got somebody doing it for him. But
I thought you were about to defend him
I
for a second.
wanna load something up.
Absolutely
not.
That was a good slam dunk there. All right.
I wanna get y'all's opinions on this. Okay. So I'm gonna load this up, and I want y'all to tell me if you agree with me or not.
Hit me. I love giving my opinion.
Hey Dan. Yeah, Dan's
That's what we're here for, right?
That's what I'm here for.
Dan sent me a link to that movie. I'm gonna check it out. The Dildo Massacre.
I gotta find a good picture of it here.
Everything's bigger in Texas. Hayden.
I think this would be all right.
Oh, Masquerade.
I'm gonna have to blow it up a little bit. It's gonna be a little blurry, but all right. Tell me, is this a Batmobile or is it not? Because I think,
I hate if it's the Batmobile. If it's the new Batmobile, I do not like it.
Me and a guy at work
How do you
was
not
talking
like
about
it?
this. No, look, listen. A guy
Okay.
at work. Listen, hold on. Let me get this out. A guy at work described this perfectly. If that pulls into any parking lot, anywhere, at any time, you're going to see that car and you're going to be like, that's a fucking badass car. However, in a Batman movie, it doesn't belong. It's just not the Batmobile, man.
What do you? I don't know, man. It's like
the
a cross
only
between.
only credit I'll give it is that it kind of looks like the Batmobile. It looks like a mixture of like the Batmobiles from like the 80s and 90s and the old Batmobile.
No, it looks
Yeah,
like
that's what
Batman. No, it looks like
I
Batman
agree.
had a midlife crisis and he bought a fucking sports car. That's what it looks
He
like.
bought a
No.
Trans Am.
Well, you are
Soup it
the
up.
expert on midlife crises, so
That I
Greg
am.
might be right about this. He might be right.
I
So-
believe that is a GTO was the Batmobile, Jamie. It just doesn't fit. I'm sorry, but it doesn't.
Man, what do you? I don't know what you guys are smoking because it looks awesome.
It does
like-
look awesome. It looks badass. It's just not a Batmobile.
Doesn't
I
look
mean, I
something.
didn't really like the Batmobile that was in the Christopher Nolan movies either. Though.
I really
So,
didn't
I
either.
didn't
I love the Tim Burton Batmobiles.
Yes,
Just
that's
those
the
were
one.
good, and the OG Michael Keaton one was great.
yeah.
But
So.
this Dodge Challenger or GTO, whichever
Yeah,
one
what's
it
wrong with that?
is not a Batmobile. I'm sorry, it's just not.
Greg, play the Nope trailer.
All right, yeah, we'll play that, and then we'll probably wrap it up. Let me find it here.
You didn't see this, did you, Greg?
I
During
did
the
not.
Super Bowl?
This is
Yeah.
the new Jordan Peele movie.
Yeah, I want you to. I want to see your reaction. Or get your reaction.
Well, I mean, he's hit and miss with me.
It's
so-
basically like white people become slaves to black people, and we have to white people have to liberate themselves.
I'm looking forward to this already.
Yeah,
Seems fun.
All right, here we
family
go.
Adventure.
Yeah, it's a family show.
Trailer number 4 for this episode. Nope.
It really does look awesome.
Did you know that the very first assembly of photographs to create a motion picture was a 2-second clip of a black man on a horse? And that man is my great-great-grandfather.
Great.
There's another great-grandfather. But that's why back at the Haywood Ranch, as the only black-owned horse trainers in Hollywood, we like to say since the moment pictures could move, yeah, skin in the game.
Where's the horror twist come in? I'm waiting on it.
It's coming.
Uh-oh.
Remix. Oh. Sorry. Nice night.
Oh, there's the dark, scary music.
Okay.
The horse bites his head off. Spoiler.
Yes.
Oh, here comes the white man.
I knew they were behind the fucking aliens. I just knew it.
What's a bad miracle? They got a word for that.
What is with that chick's mouth?
That's what I was thinking.
What about the creepy fist one?
Yeah.
Yeah, nah.
What are we running from?
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's bad.
All right, I'm not gonna lie, I'm intrigued.
Yeah. Come on.
I mostly like everything that Jordan Peele puts out. So.
What did you not like?
Didn't he do Get Out?
You didn't like Get Out?
I didn't really care for it. No, I thought it was
What?
fucking.
That was the best one. Us.
I thought it was
one's so
mediocre
good.
at best. I didn't care for it.
Is it because of the racial undertones, Greg?
No, it had nothing to do with that, man. It just the fucking. I don't know, man. This dude's blind, man. He pulled off way too much on knowing where the fuck these people were at all times. With
I can smell you.
yeah, I don't know. It was just I just didn't care for how they did it.
Wait, what do you mean?
Because once she got outside the house, man, this guy ain't gonna know where the fuck she is, and he still managed to find her anyway.
Might as well be in the ocean.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. It was just
Wait,
small
what are you
little things like that.
Who trying to find who? What are you talking about?
Wasn't Get Out? Not Get Out, but what was the one? I'm thinking of a different movie.
He's only done 2 movies.
Get Out was the one with the. I was mixing it up with that one movie. Fuck, what's it called? The one where they got that blind guy in the house and they sneak in to try to steal his shit.
What? That has nothing
That's
to do
not
with
Jordan Peele.
I know, that's what I'm saying. That's the one I mixed up with it. Get Out was the one where
Oh.
they're like trying to take their brains and like
Yeah.
reproduce black people. Or
Oh, you were thinking of
something like
Don't
that.
Breathe.
Yeah, Don't Breathe. That's the one. But
Wait,
no,
what did you think
yeah,
about
Dustin's
Us?
right. Dustin's right. Since we're on the right movie now, yeah, I didn't care for the racial undertones of the Get Out.
What about Us? Because I thought Us had too many.
Actually,
plot holes.
I'll say this: Get Out
But it
was not a
fun.
bad. Get Out was not a bad movie. Actually, it was creative. The problem I had with it is that every fucking white person in that movie was evil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we are evil.
You could have at least had one good guy. You could have had
Nope.
the token white guy.
The token white guy.
Alright with being that guy. I am that guy in one of my group chats.
That was my only issue with Get Out, though. And the other movie he did, the one about the
Us.
doppelgangers, Us. I loved Us. I thought Us was fucking great.
I love Us too.
I love Us. Like
It was a fun ride, but too many plot holes to rewatch.
You talking about with Us?
Yeah. You definitely can't argue that it's not creative.
I mean, the guy has vision. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
He puts out stuff that's not not your average run of the mill stuff, and that I like.
And it's even crazier when you think about he was Peele from Key and Peele.
Yeah.
Like you think he's just this goofball comedian, but it turns out he's actually like a pretty brilliant writer and filmmaker. So, who's also funny.
Well, I love
thought
that.
you were
I love that show, Key and Peele. Key and
I thought
Peele.
you were
was
gonna say
fucking
who's
hilarious.
also a black man.
Well, he's actually a mix, so he's actually biracial.
Yeah, get it right.
Except
so he's
in
not
in his movies, he definitely swings one way.
Yeah. That's what I was about to say.
He also has a white wife, so
Oh.
He hates her though.
Sorry.
Hayden's always playing
Hates her.
VR naked.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I will be. I'll probably be doing that tonight after we get off here.
Well,
So if anyone wants
We-
to come
we
join
could
me,
probably
I'll probably stream
wrap
it.
this up so that Hayden can hurry up and get to his naked VR session.
Yeah, I need to check on my base on Rust anyway. You know, I'm kind of paranoid. I'm getting raided right now.
We'll give a shout out to our Patreon subscribers.
Definitely.
I can do that since Lawrence
Yeah,
decided
go
to
for it.
ditch us for his boyfriend tonight.
He did. I don't appreciate that, but go for it.
Thank you to S'mores Indoors, Shelby W, Hayden Cornelius, Jay the Stingray, Orc 145626, and Jonathan Cantrell.
Hey.
Thank you, sir. Also, check out our Patreon if you want to throw us some support. Follow us on Twitter and TikTok. Dustin should post more on TikTok, but he doesn't.
I'm one of these days. I'm gonna get that TikTok under control.
Please, and also check out Jonathan's channel. Unsolicited Laughter can be found pretty much everywhere now, right, Jonathan?
Yeah, man. We're all over the place.
I linked your SoundCloud in the description there, so they can go click on that if they want to do the web or just whatever your favorite podcast listening program is, app, just find them on there, search them out.
We're there, Unsolicited Laughter.
Hayden, are you going to be doing anything on your channel in the near future? You said you were doing VR streams, right?
Yeah, I'll be doing a lot more of that, mixed in with some Xbox stuff. I'm kind of like really getting back into video games now.
Well, you should buy Rust and you should join our clan.
Is that on a console as well?
Yes, console and cross-platform. So
okay,
it's everywhere you want to be.
I'll check it out.
All right then. Well, I got nothing else. So until next time,
slack off.
Slack off.